Welcome back to continuing coverage of the 2019 GLVC Football Kickoff. Our second school is Southwest Baptist University. The Bearcats wrapped up a 2018 campaign 0-10 in the GLVC preseason poll just released. The coaches picked SBU to finish 7th. Today, joining us is head coach Robert Clardy, junior quarterback Dylan Mountain, and junior linebacker TJ Morgan. Thank you for joining us. And, Coach, talk a little bit about getting after it after the 2019 campaign.
Yeah, obviously, first off, just want to thank the GLVC for everything they do to put this event on. This is a great event to showcase our student athletes and to get here and get to just participate in all these different stations is a lot of fun for us as players and as coaches to just get to spend some time with each other. But obviously, a lot of excitement for us to turn things around from last year. It was a season that we have not been a part of, and in terms of wins, losses, and a lot of excitement for us moving into the offseason of never letting that happen again. And the guys know what it's going to take. They've had a great offseason in the weight room. They've had a great summer. We've had a record number of guys here this summer participating in workouts, including incoming freshmen that have made a point to be here over the summer and work out with the strength staff. So obviously a lot of excitement for us, to turn things back around to what our standard is as a football program going into this season.
Talk a little bit about your offense. 18 starters return, including 7 on the offense, with top guys on the line under center. In the backfield with Connor LeClaire, Dylan sitting next to you, and sophomore Eric Knight. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, we played a lot of young guys last year on offense and had a lot of different pieces shuffle around. One thing that was consistent was, running back position, especially the last 5 weeks, averaging over 120 yards rushing a game. Eric Knight did a great job, but that running back position has a lot of depth to it as well. Quarterback position, we had some things shuffle around last year. Dylan easily could have started every single game for us at quarterback, but we also had needs at wide receiver, and with Dylan's athleticism, we knew whatever position we were going to put him in, it was going to give us the best way to win the football game. And made some changes, moved him out there. He did a great job at wide receiver, and we knew wherever we were going to put him, he was going to do a great job. And he had a great spring at quarterback. Offensive line had a great spring as well under new leadership from Bray Cook. And Coach Staback does a great job getting those guys prepared to continue to progress with the ever-changing offenses and defenses in football. And we had a great offseason. We're ready to go.
Dylan, you started 8 games last season playing in a variety of positions, as Coach mentioned. Now you're poised to take the offense under center. How's your approach been? Has it been similar this year compared to last year? And what are some of the goals that maybe you've put for yourself this year?
It's been exciting, this summer, just to see the new guys coming on campus, the freshmen that we're bringing in. The coaches have done a really good job of going out and getting guys to add depth to our offense. And that really gets me excited, throwing routes with them every day and trying to get extra work and chemistry in to be on point when fall camp gets there, so we're not behind at all. So that's really exciting to look at and think about this coming season. So I'm excited.
Perfect. Coach, 10 starters return for you on the defense, and defense, give us some of your thoughts on them.
Yeah, defensively, we had some injuries last year, and we return, TJ, the guy sitting next to me, who saw limited playing time last season, and we played last year without Corey Hanger, our all-region corner, who led the country in passes defended the year before in 2017. So, bringing those guys back, but also just added depth was what we went out to get in recruiting. And, a lot of excitement, obviously, with, Deshaun Tone coming back, who was injured halfway through the season last year and could have easily finished in top 20 in TFLs for the second straight year. And, there's just a lot of excitement on that side of the ball with the guys returning, but also with the injuries. A lot of those guys, the younger guys, saw experience and got that game experience that we expect. And so this year, hopefully that added depth is really going to be the turning point for our defense.
TJ, this is your first official trip to the kickoff in this capacity. You were here last year as the face for SBU and the GLVC and someone to listen to campaigns. Congratulations on doing a great job with those last year. We enjoyed seeing your video throughout the year. In terms of football, you're back from an injury all last season, but you played 10 games in 2017. Talk about the comeback and how you feel getting ready for the season.
I feel real good going into this season. I've never been more excited for a season than I am now. I feel like with a lot of the changes that we made on defense and then all of the older guys we got coming back, and then like Coach Clardy said, with some of the younger guys that got experience last year, I feel like this will be a real successful year defensively, and we got some dogs on defense, so I'm excited to see everybody on the field.
Coach, what do your special teams look like? We know Jackson Bagley's back, but give us a glimpse into what the rest of the special teams is going to look like.
Yeah, this will be the first time in a while we've had just kind of open competition across special teams from a place kicking standpoint. And you know, Alec Gathright did a great job the last 4 years, kind of holding down that position. And we've had, you know, previously it's been 4-year starters before him. So, you know, we've got some guys coming in. We got multiple guys that are going to come in and compete because that's, you know, a very important position in terms of field position and points on the board. So obviously that's a priority for us from a special team standpoint. And then punting wise, we added depth with Bagley, somebody that can come in and compete and just continue to build on what he did last year. It was his kind of first time jumping in that role, and it kind of changes what we do special teams wise in terms of our punt team. But the guys adapted to it well, and that field position battle is so important. So to have those guys go out and, you know, that continuity there at that punting position is very important for sure.
Coach, looking at your schedule, we just talked to William Jewell about the unique setup this year, which you'll open the season at Jewell. It'll be a non-conference game for you guys, but the league game will count in October. And the thick of your schedule has balance where you're on the road for the first 2 and then home for 2, back on the road before non-conference games at Central Washington, and it precedes the regular season finale against Lindenwood, the conference newcomer.
Yeah. We're kind of going all over the place this year, and that's what's going to happen whenever you have all those open weeks. You got to fill them, and some seasons you'll be balanced where it's 5 and 6 home and away. But this year we're actually only home 4 games, and so our guys are going to be on the road a lot, and they're going to be, you know, battle tested for sure, going into several hostile environments on the road and being able to play in football games that every single week those games are going to matter. And like you said, opening up against Jewell, and then we host Central State, Kentucky, and then we go to Kentucky Wesleyan, and we'll be taking our first flight game this year, flying all the way up to Washington to play a game. So all those will be experiences for us, but you know, the guys are ready to get going. They are. It doesn't matter who we play or where we play. They're ready to prove themselves and to continue to raise the standard of our football program.
Coach, Dylan, TJ, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll step aside and take a quick timeout. We'll come back with Quincy University here from the 2019 GLVC Football Kickoff here on the GLVC Sports Network.
It's been said that a mother's sacrifice is her child's reward. My mom raised me in a house of 7 relatives in a tough part of St. Louis. There were several paths I could have taken growing up, but my family and faith kept me on the right one. My mom has never told me the sacrifices she made for me when I was younger, but now I understand, and I'm truly blessed. Thank you, Mom. I'm TJ Morgan, and the GLVC is me.